大家好，我是贝欧流，贝欧流你们最喜欢的辅导老师。It is me, Olivia Blackman, and I am back. 这是中文202的第一部视频，第11课中国的节日。So let's get started. 首先，我们的教材来自于中文听说读写的第4本书。So our information is coming from Integrated Chinese 4。那我们开始吧。那外面的天气比较好，还有我的同事们有点吵，所以我来到这里了。今天我们来做什么呢？我们有2个语法，第一个是 the preposition 以，第二个是先什么什么什么，再什么什么什么。好的，首先我们来看以这个词。那以有很多不同的意思，如果你想要翻译过来的话，它的意思中有 to use with 或者 taking，可是你们已经学了很久了，你们知道翻译不是最好的学习方式，所以你可能要多听一下，然后你觉得你了解以这个词的意思和用法之后就可以用。E, which originates from classical Chinese, is used in modern Chinese as a preposition. So these are a couple of translations, but let's just look at some 例子, some examples. 第一个，他选课只以兴趣做标准，不考虑将来是不是容易找工作。他选课只以兴趣做标准，不考虑将来是不是容易找工作。那 let's look into this a little bit more. 他选课 is like the whole context of this. 他选课的时候，如果他要选课的话，when he's picking his classes, 他只以 so 只 here is optional and is clarifying to say only. 他只以兴趣做标准。Oh, that green, I don't like it. I don't like that blue there. 以兴趣做标准 So we usually see 以 plus a verb. 以兴趣做标准 taking 兴趣的interest in it 做标准 standard makes that a standard. So 以兴趣做标准So then there are many different ways to translate that out, but you can get the idea. Now, this is the clarifying piece of that. So 如果他只以兴趣做标准 what is being left out? 他不考虑将来是不是容易找工作，所以他只考虑他感不感兴趣。So if you want to change it, 如果我们想换过来的话，那他只以兴趣做标准，那他不以将来的工作机会做标准，以标准。It's not necessarily looking at the future employment opportunities or whether or not it's easy to find work. That's not being taken as a standard. That's not being taken to make the standard. So you heard a couple of times I was using way by mistake because very similar idea, and we'll look at that in a second. 首先我们来看第2个例子，老师以自己的生活经验教育学生。老师以自己的生活经验教育学生，所以他I'm sorry for the discrepancy in the thickness, y'all. 老师以 what? 以自己的生活经验教育这里的教育是一个动词 it's a verb 不是名词，像 like 教育部门 like education department, it's not that, 是教育 as a verb because we have an object after that, 教育谁？教育学生，所以老师 the subject takes his or her own experience in life, life experience 来教育 so takes those things in order to educate the students. 那接下来我们来看几个 related structures. So this would be a good setup for the future, as is basically a semi-formal vocabulary since it's coming from ancient Chinese, but it still can be seen in both 口语 and in 书面语. So moving on into 301 and beyond in this Chinese program where you're going to need to defend your idea or do expositional work, like describing in depth a theory or an idea, or even in a descriptive sense, it will be helpful to know how to use this 一什么什么, and the most common structures that we have for it to just have in the back pocket. So using A as B or taking A as B is basically what we're going to see as 以什么什么为什么什么. So here 为 is like an as, because you've seen 为plenty of places. 为什么, 为了, etc. But here it's like as. That's what you can think of. So I have 3 for you here. 第一个以什么什么什么为例，例是例子的例. So taking X as an example, 以台湾的饮食文化为例, taking Taiwanese cuisine and eating culture as an example, da 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 da. So 如果你在辩论的话, if you're debating, 你可以用这个语法来支持你的观点. Like you can use it to support your ideas and arguments. 第二个以什么什么为生为生，这个生是生活的生. So this can describe what you do for a living. 他以教育为生, etc. 他以农耕为生. And 第三个以什么为主，主是 like 主要的 the main. So what are you making the main thing? What are you making the center? Like 核心 type of idea. So 很多美国人或者在美国文化里面，我们常常以个体为主，以个人为主. In our society, we usually make the individual the main thing, the most important thing. 可是在很多不同的文化或者在东方的文化中，我们常常看到他们以群体为主，以群体为主, taking the collective as one important part. So, 中文有很多的 proverbs that also have this structure built in it, like 以人为本. So one is 以人为本, making people the base, like people the most important or the foundation. 民以食为天, 食 like food 的食. The people make food, the heavens like the food is most important. 以民生为本, 以民生为本 is also 以服务人民为荣, 以服务人民为荣, taking service to the people as an honor. So you can see we can get across many lofty ideals using this, and also more basic things in a more pretty and flowery way. 好的，那第二个语法先什么什么在什么什么, or you can just remove 先 and just go in with 在. So first, then, but in this case, it's for a desired condition. So this pattern can be translated as first, then, just like 才, like before when we were using 才. So 在 can link two clauses. However, unlike 才indicates that the action described in the first clause is a desired condition for the action in the second clause. So in other words, the speaker would like to postpone the second action until the first has occurred, as opposed to like the action occurred later on, like it shouldn't have been that late. So let's look at a 例子. 你毕业后要读博士吗？我觉得我要先工作几年再申请。我觉得我要先工作几年再申请。So, in your mind, 在你的理想中 in the ideal is that you 工作几年再申请。So if you put 才 here, it would just be kind of like a different vibe, like a different feel. Because here we're talking about an actual plan. But 才 almost feels like a like negative or not fully, what you wanted, not idealized situation. OK, 接下来我们来看3个例子。So 第一个 we can use this for suggestions. So 这个问题我们应该先好好讨论，再做决定。首先好好讨论，再做决定。So first discuss it at length, and then 做决定。So this is what you would like to happen. Pretty straightforward. 下一个 describing a succession of events. So it's not always for a future condition. It can just be for describing the past as well. So come up. OK. 他先去了北京拜访奶奶，再去了上海参观。So we have the first action here. 他先去了北京拜访奶奶。Or you could say 他去了北京拜访奶奶，然后他去了拜访奶奶以后去了上海参观。But this 现在 is a nice transitional usage. And 第三个so optional 先 just taking out the 先 to show how that would look. 我们等会儿再说吧。And this is also a suggestion as well, but it's showing that the favorability of doing the first thing first before doing the other thing. And this is a nice set phrase, like, let's see, let's wait a minute, let's hold off before we say. And 第二个，咱们先看一看评论再买吧。So let's look at the reviews online. 咱们看一看评论再买吧 and then purchase it after doing that. So using 才买 will be understood, but 再买 shows the favorability and the appropriateness of waiting before going through with the purchase. All right, great. So we've gone over 2语法 and now we're going to 练习一下。Okay, so practicing with 以，请你回答，你将来想要以什么为生？你将来想要以什么为生？ And then for 现 and 在，你明年想住在台湾吗？你明年要住台湾吗？ And using this, what might your response be? It's open-ended, but I have some in mind. 那第二个，我的女友今天让我很生气，我要给她打电话，提醒她她的弱点。So, my 女友 girlfriend made me mad. I'm gonna call her and 提醒她她的弱点。I'll remind her of her place. I'll tell her what her weaknesses are. What would your response be to your friend who says this? 我很好奇。好的，谢谢大家的注意，我们下次见，拜拜。